Hi, good afternoon. I am Rajiv Kandpal, Director Startup Program, and I have with me my colleagues here, Mr. Navpreet and Mrs. Joita. Friends, we have been getting a lot of questions over the week, and we have compiled here a few which we would like to answer for today. The first question I would like to take up is somebody's asked us, I would like to start a startup, and how do I raise funds? I would like to clarify here, friends, that in order to start a startup, first you need to have a business plan in place. For that, I would highly recommend that you go to the L&D module, which is present on our portal. It is a very good learning and development program, a 4-week online course which you can take up. Subsequently, you can get yourself recognized, for which you either need to be a private limited company or a limited liability partnership or a registered partnership. Once you are recognized, we have a fund for startups, which is being started by the government of India. It is being managed by SIDBI, and it is investing into various venture capital, various daughter funds, which are in turn investing into startups. So you could approach, the list is available on our website, on our portal, and you could approach any of these venture funds for funds. We are also very shortly coming up with a credit guarantee fund, which is under formulation, and that should also hopefully will provide lot of loan facilities to the startups. I will request Mrs. Joita to take up the next question, please.
Hi friends, as you would be aware that we have changed the definition of the startup, what startup construes as per Startup India program. So under the new definition there have been few questions regarding clarification on the use of the word innovation. So we would like to clarify that the new definition does not remove innovation as a concept, but rather broadens the scope of a startup by stating that either the nature of the business is innovative in products, processes, services, or business model is scalable with a high potential for wealth and job creation. So the word innovation helps you broaden the scope of the definition rather than narrowing it down. The other question, the aligned question along with that we got is that is there a need for recommendation letter to get recognized? Well, we would like to clarify again, which we have done even in the last session, that there is no need for any recommendation letter. And the same person has also asked us that whether any payment is involved regarding recognition. We would like to stress again and again, there is no payment involved. All you need to do is go to Startup India website, log in and fill in the form. It's a very simple form, and get recognized. It's a very simple process, so you don't really need to pay any amount to get recognized. Everyone is welcome to get registered under Startup India program. So my colleague Navpreet will now take the next question.
Hello guys. Again, on the new definition, we are getting a lot of question on whether a recommendation letter is mandatory for getting the Startup India tag. I'd like to put this on record that as per the new definition, the process for Startup India recognition has been made much simpler. The old process of getting an letter of recommendation from either an incubator or an industry associate has been removed. Now, as per the new definition, all the startup needs to do is submit incorporation certificate or a partnership online, and along with that a one-page self-declaration stating why their product is innovative or how their product is innovative, or on the same line how it is scalable in nature. So if you submit these two documents, that's more than enough, and the process of taking a letter of recommendation has been removed altogether. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Navpreet. Well, I hope those answers clarify the queries that you've sent. We'll see you next Thursday. Please keep your questions coming. Thank you so much.